Everyone, welcome back to your English online class. Today we will proceed with a new chapter in English literature, which is a beautiful poem, How the Leaves Came Down by Susan Coolidge. First of all, we will begin with a warm-up exercise. You have to collect leaves of different types from your garden or lawn, and you have to stick them on the given paper and write their color, shape, name of the tree and comparison. But you have to collect the fallen leaves. Don't pluck the leaves from the trees. Now moving towards the poem. It's a beautiful poem by Susan Coolidge. In this poem, the tree speaks to its leaves. The tree is addressed as the father tree and the leaves are the children of the trees. Such a usage is known as personification when an animal or a thing is given a human quality. Now, beginning with the reading of the poem. The great tree to his children said, "You are getting sleepy, yellow and brown. Yes, very sleepy, little red. It's quite time to go to bed." In this stanza, the father tree orders his children, that is, the leaves, to go to bed as they are feeling sleepy. "Ah," begged each silly pouting leaf, "let us a little longer stay. Dear father tree, behold our grief. 'Tis such a very pleasant day. We do not want to go away." In this stanza, the leaves are begging that they want to stay on the tree. They are requesting their father to look at their sorrow. They want to stay on the tree. This is a contradiction of "it is." They are saying that it's a pleasant day and we want to stay there. Next stanza. So for just one more day to the great tree the leaflets clung, frolicked and danced and had their way. Upon the autumn breezes swung, whispering all their sports among. Perhaps the great tree will forget and let us stay until the spring, if we all beg and coax and fret. In this stanza, we see the leaflets means the little leaves on tightly and played or moved in a cheerful way because it was a merry day, means it was a happy day. They whispered among themselves that if we ask our father to stay here and continuously request him, he will forget and remain us to stay on the tree. Turning to the next page. But the great tree did no such thing. He smiled to hear the whispering. In these lines, the tree didn't permit them to stay there. He smiled on whispering the leaves talks. Now, next stanza. "Come, children, all to bed," he cried, and the leaves could urge their prayer. He shook his head, and far and wide, fluttering and rustling everywhere, down sped the leaflets through the air. Stanza, we see that before the leaves could pray to stay there, the tree shook his head, and with the movement of the trees, the leaflets came down through the air to the ground. Next stanza, "I saw them on the ground they lay, golden and red, a huddled swarm, waiting till one from far away, white bedclothes heaped upon her arm, should come to wrap them safe and warm." Now the trees says that I saw them lying on the ground. They were crowded together in a small space. They were lying there safe. Now, white bedclothes. Here, white bedclothes refer to the snow which will fall and the leaves will be under them and they will be wrapped safe and warm under the snow. Now, next stanza. The great bare tree looked down and smiled. Good night, dear little leaves, he said. And from below each sleepy child replied, Good night, and murmured, It's so nice to go to bed. After the leaves shed, the tree was bare, and it smiled down and his children, that is the little green leaves, good night. Now the leaves replied in a slow voice, good night, because they knew that it was nice to go to bed. They were comfortable in their bed. नाउ समरी इन हिंदी. इस पोएम में क्या होता है कि जो है फादर ट्री मीन्स जो ट्री है वो अपने बच्चों को कहता है कि आप लोग सब जो है सो जाओ. वो जब पतझड़ का मौसम आता है, ऑटम का मौसम आता है, तो ऐसे में क्या होता है सारे पेड़ के पत्ते झड़ जाते हैं और पेड़ की खाली ब्रांचेस दिखाई देती हैं. ऐसे में इसमें ये दिखाया गया है कि फादर ट्री जो है अपने बच्चों को ठंडों में सर्दियों में आराम करने को कहता है और जो है अपने बच्चों को हर तरीके किसी परेशानी से बचाना चाहता है. इस पोएम से हमें ये पता चलता है कि कैसे पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चों की हर हाल में केयर करते हैं. ये एक बहुत ही सुंदर पोएम है जो कि एक ट्री को लिविंग क्रीचर की तरह से हमें पर्सोनिफाई करके दिखाती है. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, hope you all have understood this poem, and if you have any problem you are free to ask me. Okay, bye bye for this.